Are we underestimating Coby White's potential to be a starter? Y'all already know. We gonna talk about it. Get into some of that mailbag. But you know you gotta hit a music first.
Cognac. Gang.
Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm holding it down on another episode of Shy Boys Podcast with me and my co-host C-Dub. If you like what you're listening to today, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so every time we drop, you'll be one of the first ones to know. Now, we got this idea from, one of our callers in R-Dub, who pretty much posed the question like, man, are we underestimating Coby White and his potential to be a starter? The way I look at it, man, I think that it's a two-sided equation, man. It's two sides to the spectrum to how I view everything. And on one side, a lot of people, they want to go ahead and say, nah, let's keep Coby White, coming off the bench, be that sixth man, and it's fine. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. You know what I'm saying? You want him to go ahead and have a defined role, get him comfortable, because most people do see Coby White as being like a two guard. You know what I'm saying? And then on the other side of looking at everything, I believe, you know what I'm saying? And there are some others, but there are some that will disagree with this statement that Coby White deserves another shot to be a starter point guard. You know what I'm saying? He came in under Jim Boylan, you know what I mean? And I believe he was decent. And so, but over the years, you know what I'm saying? We haven't seen that much of a creation when it comes to, offensive creation from Coby White in a sense. But what we can say is the man has gotten better at pushing the ball, at least pushing the pace up the court. You know what I'm saying? Ball handling has been a lot better for him. I've seen him do a few pick and roll actions here and there. I've seen him get better on the defensive side of the ball. And we know he's always been the guy that can go out and get you a bucket. So I say, why the hell not? Still 23, 24 years old. And he said that he wants to be a starter. Eventually he wants to be a starter. So give him another shot. But that's not up to me. It's up to him and the coaching staff. And obviously he's going to have to come out here and prove what he can be and show his new and improved skill set and continue to get better and take the steps forward. That's all going to be on Coby White. He's going to have to seize the moment. He's going to have to go out here and do his best job to see what his position or what his minutes will look like for this upcoming season. Because I looked at it, or I'm looking at Coby White like, hey, this is a guy that a lot of us wants to come off the bench. What if a couple years down the road, let's say 3 years down the road, once that contract ends, Coby White comes and say, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? I want to start. Oh, I'm out of here. And he gets an opportunity. It's kind of like the situation with Tyus Jones, who was previously with Memphis. Now he's with the Washington Wizards, and he's slated to be the starter for that team after being the backup for so many years to Ja Morant and other players. So I look at it, Coby White, look at that situation similar to Coby White, because Coby White could go ahead, sit behind, let's say Javon Carter for a couple years, or Ayo Dosunmu, whoever their starter may be, and then just grow tired of it and be like, hey, I want an opportunity to go start somewhere. He receives that opportunity and he skates. So, it's still, some early looking on. So it is what it is. But I got to go ahead and let R-Dub tell it for you. He the one that called in, gave in, his thoughts on this whole situation. So I got to show him some love and go ahead and play his voicemail on today's episode. And y'all let me know how y'all feeling down below in the comment box. Here's the voicemail from R-Dub.
What's good, Cognac family? R-Dub. I talk to y'all in a minute. C-Dub and called me out, so now I got to call up and go ahead and leave some info, leave some questions. So the one thing I want to ask y'all is something I've been thinking about for a little minute. When it comes to Coby White and starting, like I'm all right with whoever starts between Coby, Ayo, or Javon. It don't matter to me, but it's something that people said when it comes to Coby White starting. They've been saying it for some years now, and I want to ask y'all about this because it's low key is low-key kind of weird when you think about it. So when it comes to Coby White starting, a lot of people say they rather have Coby coming off the bench because we need the scoring, we need that scoring input off the bench. So they'll rather just have him coming off the bench. But my question is, if he is starting, why wouldn't you just, have faith in Io or Pete Will, putting in that work if they coming off the bench? I'm not saying I want Pete Will to come off the bench, but I'm just saying if he's there or Io is there, why don't you have the faith in them to go ahead and put up them shots and get the buckets? Because, we already know Coby got he got good chemistry with the starters. So if he got good chemistry with the starters, he's a natural scorer. Why won't you get him out there early to go ahead and start putting up these buckets on motherfuckers? That's all I'm asking. Let me know what y'all think.
All right, so that's the voicemail from R-Dub, and y'all heard him. He just pretty much said, hey, why limit Coby White in a sense? You know what I'm saying? Just to say we need the scoring off the bench, which kind of makes sense. But then at the same time, it's just like, yes, we need the scoring off the bench, but why limit a guy? You know what I'm saying? So are we kind of underestimating his potential? Are we not looking at what he could potentially be? You know what I'm saying? Because R-Dub mentioned it. What about players like Ayodo Subu? What is the expectation for him when it comes to scoring wise? With putting the ball in the basket. He just got a new contract as well. He's been in the league a couple years now. So I definitely understand where you're coming from, R-Dub. I really agree with you. Like, give the guy, look, whoever the starting point guard is, I'm going to roll with him because that's what I'm going to go with. That's the team. And it ain't like I can phone a friend down there and say, hey, Billy, you need to start Coby or you need to start Io. Me personally, I just want it to be an open competition and may the best man win. Let us see who, those starter minutes or those certain combination in rotations during the preseason. And then we can, at least put it on film, see it on wax, and then make a good, clean determination. But just because you need the scoring off the bench is not a good enough reason to limit Coby White's potential to be a starter, is where I'm getting to. So I understand that. I appreciate the call in, R-Dub. Good hearing from you. My guy, it's been a couple weeks, but shout out to you for calling in. Now we go and move on to this other guy, Norm from Matson. He called in. He got something to say about something. Here it is, the voicemail from Norm.
What up, fellas? Norm B, calling you back from Matson. Yeah, man, just real quick, just thinking about the young part of the squad, man. Coby, Io, Dalen Terry. Man, with the way that the coach utilized the players, man, do you think Coby, Io, and Dalen, because they all play like the guard position, right? We got Javon Carter. He's going to, at least my guess is 25 to 30 minutes a game. 25 probably, give or take. So, that pretty much leaves 23 minutes for those three dudes. So do you see Dalen Terry spend a lot of time in the G League? You see Io, I know he got a new contract. He got that money. He got the bag, but is he going to play? I don't know if Io could play the three position. I don't know if he's big enough, maybe here and there, but or do you think Donovan's going to do a three-guard lineup for the bench? Then we got Caruso. Is he backing up two or is he backing up to three? Just a thought, man. I'll let y'all go ahead and give y'all thoughts on that.
All right. Thanks, Norm, for calling in. Man, definitely a solid question and a lot to think about, too, especially with all these guards that we got. Man, it's a lot of guards on this team. But I think about it like this. If you got, let's just say for the sake of argument, we got Javon as the Carter. Javon as the Carter. Y'all heard that? Javon Carter as the starter. That's how we gonna rock with it. Javon Carter as the starter. I can say, all right, backup point guard. We'll make that Ayo Dosunmu. Backup two guard. We'll make that Coby White. Not backup three. You could probably go Caruso. Backup four. You right. I don't see Dalen Terry in that. That's not the first person I'll pull off the bench. The lone man is Dalen Terry. Now, can he be a rotational guy to where you looking for that extra spark, I guess. And you might say, hey, you can play the 2 or the 3, depending on the matchup or the game. It's probably something that I can see, but man, I think it's gonna be difficult. And me personally, I hope that Dalen Terry learns from Summer League and really went in and continue to better his game, because if he's going back and forth to the G League this season again, to me, it's not going to be a good sign, especially looking at what the organization was just doing with Marko Simonovic. It's not going to look good for me, and it's not going to be good for my eyes, and it's not going to be a good sign. I'm going to be like, damn, Dalen Terry, the hype man, the guy that I thought that was going to be turned up on the court, being a decent player. The future is looking bleak at that point for him. So I hope it doesn't come down to that, but I think that Ayo Dosunmu, Coby White, and Alex Caruso, for sure, you can find minutes for them. The problem is, where do you find minutes for Dalen Terry? I think he's the lone man out. That's tough. That's tough, especially how much we like him. And then you got Julian Phillips, saying I guess he might play a little bit of the 4. But we'll see, because Billy Donovan, he a little weird. And he'll do a 3-guard lineup quick. If it, quick, if it makes sense. So we'll see, man. We'll see for sure. But thanks for calling in, Norm. Appreciate you, my guy. This next caller, y'all already know we got to touch base with Big O. My man's always got some good stuff to say. So we going to see what he got to say. Here's the voicemail from Big O. Shout out to you, my guy.
Yeah, man. What's the word, man? Y'all know I got to call back, man. I get to rambling, man. I love talking basketball and Bulls and stuff like that, man. But that's the finish of my thought. It's a lot of variables, man. Like I watched John Collins. I knew that kid. I knew that kid was gonna be a superstar. You don't see it coming with everybody, but some guys you do. Like right now, you could probably argue he ain't there yet. This particular guy for the name, Anthony Edwards. There's something about this kid. You know what I mean? He ain't got there yet as far as putting in the work, but that it factor is in him. I'm telling you right now, he gonna be one of those top guys. I can see it, I can feel it. It's only certain guys give me that. Kobe gave me that a long time ago. That's why I resonated to him and why I fell in love with that man's game so much. You know what I'm saying? On top of him, I being identical to Mike and just wanting to be the best. You know what I'm saying? I sense it. I have a really good sixth sense when it comes to knowing who the guys are. And y'all know I love my Bulls. I got a lot of respect for Zach, but I don't really get that sense. I don't get that sense with him. He's still another really good player. But certain guys just give me that vibe like, yeah, he one of them. Zach haven't really gave me that vibe, y'all. And I see it early. Like I just mentioned Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards ain't there yet. But he give me that vibe. You know what I mean? Brandon Ingram, another guy I'm kind of like on the board. I'm like, he kind of give it to me. But it's like, it's something about him I really like. I think he got a good potential chance. Patrick Williams don't give me that vibe. He haven't given it to me yet. So, you know what I mean? It ain't so much in the stats because the stats can be inflated depending on if you by yourself running with a weak team. Hell yeah, anybody. If you take Zach motherfucking boots and the Bulls, Coby White would average 25 games. It's just gonna be that simple. You know what I mean? So you just scoring the ball because this guy here don't really excite. I want to see can you score with him. You know what I mean? When we talk about Patrick Williams, or DeMar got to lead, so Patrick Williams. So no, Patrick Williams needs to show he's a man and do it while DeMar here, because some player that can do it like that and does that going to make it better. You know what I mean? Any championship team, you need 4 to 6 players that can score 25 points on any given night. Not average 25, but you need 4 to 6 guys that on any given night.
All right, Big O, I'm with you, my guy. You guys said a lot of good stuff in there, and I'm with you on just about everything. Like, That's fair, bro. When it comes down to looking at Patrick Williams, the truth is that most of us are believers and most of us are not. And I can't blame for the ones that are completely off at this particular moment, but I'm going to support the ones that be like, man, just unlock it, bro. Unlock it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with you. We called for DeMar DeRozan to be like, get up out of here. But as of right now, DeMar DeRozan appears to be going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He is on the last year of his contract. We don't know how that's going to play out. But I would imagine that if he goes in, he has a productive year. If the landscape is not looking good in free agency, if the season is going well, I don't see any moves happening right at that particular moment. You know what I'm saying? So Patrick Williams, just like you said, will have to produce alongside of DeMar DeRozan, regardless. If he wants to remain a Chicago Bull, get his check, and get paid this offseason, he's going to have to perform alongside DeMar DeRozan. And I'm asking for 12 to 16 points. Give me something in there each and every night. That'll be a step up from the last 2 years. And if you're doing it in a more impactful way, to me, that will pass down and trickle down to affect the rest of the team. And now we know that you're not out there being passive, not making plays, not putting the ball in the basket, not attempting to put the ball in the basket. And you know what I'm saying? There's levels to this. The way I look at the levels is like you got superstars, then you just got stars, then you got solid role players, and then you got the niche guys. That's how I kind of look at it. You superstars, you know, that's your Giannis, that's your Luka, that's your Joker. The stars, that's your Chris Middleton, your CJ McCollum, your all-stars, your guys who made all-stars, just a star. You know what I'm saying? Then you got your role players. You know what I'm saying? We trying to see where we put Patrick Williams at. He's not a superstar. He's not a star. So right now, he's just gonna be a solid role player or a niche guy. You know what I'm saying? I see him more than just being a niche guy. Your niche guys are, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna shoot threes. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna just stick defense only. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna just get rebounds for you and stick defense. That's the niche guys. That's my 4 categories on how I categorize my players. And right now, Patrick Williams is right there on solid role player level. You know what I'm saying? If he wants to become an all-star, he has to improve his game alongside other good players. We know that players make the all-star game on good teams. They don't make the all-star game on crappy teams. So if he wants to be a star one day, he's going to have to perform alongside solid players. So you said it right. You hit it right on the head, Big O. He got to do it next to DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Nikola Vucevic. He's going to have to find some type of production. He's going to have to tell these guys some way, somehow to give me the ball and get the hell out my way. He's going to have to define that. And last point, you talked about Anthony Edwards. That's what Anthony Edwards did, and that's what got Anthony Edwards in some people's top 5 as for shooting guards. I got him number 6 on my list. But if you got him top 5, I'm not mad at that either. But the point is that this guy was able to go ahead on a team that already consisted of Karl Anthony Towns and said, nah, dog, I'm the lead man here, and took off. I don't know if Patrick Williams has that mindset, but he's going to have to establish and develop a mindset that's going to have to tell these guys, look, I'm a part of this thing too. Let me go ahead and get my 12, 14, 16 points per night, something like that. But shout out to you, Big O. And y'all already know we couldn't do a mailbag episode without hitting Auntie's Corner. Auntie Goon got something to say. She had a lot to say. We only could play one of the voicemails. Here it is.
Hey, this is my second voicemail for DeMar. DeMar, listen, man, listen. We not playing with your bumpy face ass, man. We not playing with you. Motherfuckers, when you see 3-4 players on you, pass the ball. You got 4 other motherfuckers looking at you like, damn, bro, is you gonna put us in the game? And then, Billy, you got candy up your ass or something because your favoritism, you won't take DeMar or Vooch out for nothing. But you quit, or you'll sit Zach down. Drummond, it's been times I ain't seen this motherfucker playing 3-4 motherfucking games because you don't bench him. For what? Because you don't like a motherfucker. It ain't all about like. It ain't all about who I like and who I care about the most. This is a team. This is a motherfucking job. We're trying to get somewhere. We ain't got time. We not playing tic-tac-toe here, bro. And Billy, I promise you, bro, if you come back with that same identity, bro, take your ass back to OKC with that shit. Because we in Chicago, you'll get fucked up here. I'm telling you, this season, Billy, you ain't gonna have a motherfucking tongue, no teeth to chew that motherfucking gun. I'm telling you, bro, that favoritism shit better stop. When Ayo them is hot, when Coby is hot, you keep them type of players in the game. What the fuck you taking out the game for? Then when you take them out, you put them back in. Now you looking stupid because these boys and got cold. That's your motherfucking fault. It's been a lot of times Billy running the same motherfucking plays and these other teams know about it. When you going to change your fucking identity? I want to see a new identity from Billy, Coby, Ayo. I got to see it. Hey, David Terry, your ass too. You wild like a monkey, David Terry. Calm down. You got it. Listen, man. You wild like a 2-year-old. It's like once you get a 2-year-old, a lollipop, they going crazy. They got the energy. They don't know how to stop. David Terry, you got it. Just slow your roll down. Get your little jump shots in. You know, just slow down a little bit. Just slow down a little bit, Terry. You got it. You'll get some playing time. But you got to show Billy that you want playing time because that's some lead shit. I don't know. That shit wasn't that, David. You was bogus. You let Liberty take over. You was bogus. But I definitely want to see a new Bulls identity, C-Dub and Bobby. I don't want to see this shit from last season. And all that shit you try to run through DeMar and Zach last season, Billy, you got to put other teams involved because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for a play through Zach. They're looking for a play through motherfucking DeMar. Change them up. You got to confuse motherfuckers sometimes, Billy. Do you know what the word confuse mean, motherfuckers? But all right, gang. I just wanted to put my second voicemail in because I wasn't done with they ass. But all right.
All right, so y'all heard that from Auntie Go. She gave her thoughts. Y'all know, man, every time she come in, she gonna give it with passion. Even in the offseason, we ain't seen games in weeks. Auntie still coming with the smoke. But she had a valid point. These guys, they got to step up. Billy Donovan has to do his part. We didn't play the first voicemail that she left, but we did play the second one. And in the first one, she talked a lot about how these guys all need to come together and be able to play the correct way. And she alluded to that in her second voicemail by telling Billy Donovan to go and be creative. And I'm 100% supporter of that. You got to be better than what has been displayed lately from this team. We got to be able to switch things up and be better. But hey, y'all know how we already feel about that. Auntie ain't said nothing that was new. Because, man, look, we got us. Bruh. Drastic changes are coming if this season is horrible. I'm telling you that right now. I'm not rocking with it. If it's terrible this season, that's it. That's it. I was with the retool this offseason. If this season goes bad, trust me, I will be on the trade everybody train. Just so the season needs to go right. Otherwise, my tune definitely will change. Just can't go for the mediocre again. Can't go. We should not be in the play-in. We should be in the playoffs. We should be winning the playoff series. But that's to be determined. And if it don't happen, get ready. Because I'm the YouTube GM trading every damn body. Bro. But that's it from us today, man. Make sure y'all get the comment box below. Let me know your thoughts on today's episode. And make sure you subscribe here for all your latest content. And share this with somebody that might like it. Another episode of Shy Boys Podcast. I'm Bobby. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Cognac. Gang.